Hey guys, day 26, Sunday. Of course, today is day 27. It's a hectic weekend, so yeah, man. I got home Sunday morning, close to 1:20 from College Station, and I decided to not go to prayer because otherwise I would have probably killed myself. But I still had to wake up relatively early. Got home at 1:20. Didn't really go to bed until like 1:35, and then I had to wake up like at 6:20 to get to church. So it really wasn't much, man. I was so tired. But it's Sundays, the drill, day 26. That Sundays, are a lot. Prayer, rehearsal, 2 services. I had my first shake post-service, actually. Probably closer to 12:40. And after that, we had a workshop at 2 o'clock. And in between, the church provided lunch. Of course, I didn't eat, I think they had ribs and something else. But, powered through. But I was so tired, man. So tired. I didn't want to go home. I had another shake at 2. I think 2. Yeah, 2. Had another shake at 2. Workshop was about 2 hours, 15 minutes. And then it was my grandma's birthday party at 5 o'clock. So I had to head all the way out west to like very West Houston, like basically the edge of Houston on the west side where Houston and Katy meet. Was there for like an hour 20. I gotta get home. I did have another shake at 4, so I only did 3 out of 5 again. So back-to-back days, 3 out of 5. I think last week I probably had 3 days where I did 3 out of 5. I think I had 1 day where I did 4 out of 5, and then maybe 2 days, maybe 3, I'm not sure, where I did 5 out of 5. So kind of really cut the calories last week. I think I only went to the gym maybe once, maybe twice. So got home like at 7:20. Went to bed like at 9:30. Didn't get great sleep, to be honest. So, day 26 was just one of those days, One of those days where, I had good moments of prayer by myself. Things like that. I thank God that worship team wise, the team really didn't stress me out. So that was like kind of like the sunny side. If we would have had terrible sets, I probably would have killed myself right there. I really would have. Because I was struggling the whole day, man. I was really struggling the whole day. And then it was raining for a lot of the day, so just add that to the melancholy. It's I've really faced a duality past few days because I've felt good. I know that I'm making progress, but I don't know if it's the holidays. It made me so kind of like, man, guy, you have so much space, bro. Unbelievable, man. I've never had someone for the holidays. I think I broke up with my high school girlfriend, like right before the holidays, which I think 24-year-old me now would have been like, bro, you're dumb. But so I think that was the closest I ever got to the holidays. So I've never had someone for the holidays, to be honest, like that, and so I had been telling myself for the past couple of years, this year I'm gonna have someone for the holidays, and it's like mid-November now, and like, okay, doesn't look like it's gonna happen, right? So, and then also, you see the progress, but then you're like, man, I still have so much to go, like, and sometimes you'll take pictures and like group pictures, whatever, and like some of them will come out, like how you like, and some of them won't. So sometimes you feel like, okay, yeah, we're getting there, and then sometimes like, oh man, still got a long way to go, which is true on both ends. It's true. But you just kind of gotta grind it out. Realize that feelings are momentary. It's just a wave, and if you can, hold steady against that wave, then you're gonna get through the other side, and understand that there's gonna be another wave coming. So I think a lot of us, and I include myself in that, probably previous, is like, man, you start doing well and then something happens and you're like, man, and then you give in a little bit, you give yourself a little bit too much grace, and that turns in just to you just not following through. It's kind of like, okay, starting to eat less, maybe I'm heading to the gym more. You know what, I'll treat myself and I'll have this. When you're not in the position where you can really treat yourself, right? Because I believe, at least for me, and I'm only going to speak for myself, I'm not going to say what you should do, but for me personally, I can't really give myself that much leeway. I just can't, because I give myself too much leeway. You know what I mean? And so for me, I really just have to lock in and not give myself any wiggle room, because then there will be a moment where I can, but I'm in such a position that I need to lock in for a little bit, just a little bit, relative, right? It is a long time, but relatively, I just need to lock in a little bit, right? And not give myself wiggle room. And I know my parameters, and I know my limits, you know what I mean? And I have a clear vision and goal, right? A lot of times, influencers and fitness people will say, you gotta do something that's sustainable, which is true. You know what I mean? I agree with that 100%. But that really is based off your personality. It's based on your goals, and it's also based on where you're starting from. I started from 397. I can't give myself something with a lot of wiggle room. I just can't, because I know that this is going to be a process. It's not going to be overnight, obviously, but I'm not gonna where I want to get from an aesthetic perspective might take years, but where I want to get from a weight perspective will not take years. I just refuse for it to take years. I just can't, because I know that I won't make it. You know what I mean? I just know I won't. So it's kind of like I have to do drastic measures, right? drastic measures to start. Drastic measures to start. So that I can get to a place where, okay, now I'm in a groove. Now I know how to manage life. You know what I mean? Now I know how to manage things. I can give myself a little room because I'm playing from a place of I know the terrain, I know what it takes, I know how to get where I want to go, and it's gonna be easier. The fact is, the more weight you lose, the easier it is for you to want to work out, for you to work out effectively. You know what I mean? All these kind of things are better when you lose weight. You know what I mean? So I'm not giving myself any wiggle room. You know what I mean? I have 800 calories and I'm always going to stay under it. In fact, I don't think I've ever gone over 800 or even hit 800. I think the closest I've ever gone is like 790. You know what I mean? And like I said, there's gonna be days where I just hit 3 out of 5 shakes, and that's like 400 and something, 470 calories. You know, yeah, for like 470 calories. You know what I mean? And I know that that's sustainable. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I'm also not gonna put myself in danger. But I know what my body can take. I know what I've been through and why I can take what I can take. You know what I mean? And I think my situation, I think people who are part of this Houston Methodist program, they might have a harder time than me, to be honest. And I have to put that in perspective. Because I have an advantage that I've kind of done this before because of what happened to me in 2021. You know what I mean? But I have a goal in mind and I want to reach it. And I think this weekend I was tempted because Sunday I wasn't feeling. I just was tired and I was getting like a slight headache. You know, like right now I have like a slight headache too. It's like a kind of like a pressure. You know what I mean? My eyes are very tired, so it's like I know. You know what I mean? In the back of my mind, like, hey, you get some Mickey D's, it's gonna make you feel good for 10, 15 minutes. But I know I'm going to break my goals. I know that later on I'm going to feel bad. So, you know what I mean? It's constantly reminding myself why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, yeah, guys. Day 26 in the books. This is day 27 shot. Like, this is the actual day 27. So, excited for weigh-in on day 28, but this is day 26. Échale ganas.